Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really cool wooden wall telephone. It is a reproduction, but it's by Country Line Telephone, or TechTel. And so this telephone has some age on it, and the reproductions that were made, 15, 20, 25 years ago still have very good quality to the wood and everything, and the handsets are very heavy. So they were made with some quality, even though they're reproduction. And this is Bill's telephone from California. And he's got a note with this, and he says there's no dial tone, nothing happens. Basically, it doesn't do anything. So the telephone just doesn't work. And we're going to do a little check here. I have the hook switch down. I have a line cord plugged into it. And I want to go ahead and ring this telephone. And every time you see this red light go by, that's a ring cycle. So we're going to let that go for a little bit. And it's not ringing. We'll let it go one more time. Okay, now what we want to do is try to get some dial tone, and there is nothing. So even with the hook switch up, the telephone is still ringing. So we're not getting any power, and I want to stop the ring cycle on the analyzer. This telephone has an issue, and it doesn't have any kind of a line power to it right now. So we need to get into it and troubleshoot it, but I want to kind of show you the telephone. This is the initial checkout, and this is that heavy handset. So it's made very well, very durable. I want to go ahead. I had this telephone propped up. I have it apart, so I want to show you the inside of this telephone. And that gives you a look at the inside of the telephone if you've never seen it. Now, what we want to do is start troubleshooting our PC board for our network, and we're going to find out why this telephone doesn't have any dial tone, and then we'll repair it. And we want to also clean and adjust and oil the rotary. So we want to make sure everything's proper. We want to go through the network, make sure all of our connections are good. We also want to check our bell. So we're going to troubleshoot, and we'll take a short break. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we're in the middle of the process of troubleshooting, and I want to explain to you why this telephone doesn't have any dial tone. I want to try to show you the modular line port, and I want to try to see if we can see what's going on inside that port. And what happened here is one of the prongs has gotten corroded to the point where it has fallen off, and it actually is the red line. And what we want to do is we want to pick that red line out. And this prong or contact has corroded away. And I want to pull this out of here. And this contact is supposed to be about that long. It's supposed to be longer than what it is. It is actually corroded away. So that's why it's broke. So now what we need to do is we need to get a new contact in this modular port, because the rest of it looks fine, and we're going to clean that and put a new line in it with a new contact. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we have replaced our line that was bad, our red connection, with the yellow one. The yellow one is set up exactly like the red, and the black and the green are set up exactly like each other, and so we just replaced the red one with the yellow one, and then made our switch over here at the network. The telephone doesn't care what wire you use as long as it's in the right place. So now what we want to do is I want to go ahead and clean these contacts. I don't know if the video is picking this up, but I'm going to try to give you a look at our connections now. And now you can see our contacts maybe. But we'll go ahead and plug this telephone in. We want to do a check. Give you some dial tone. If you watch the analyzer, I'm going to reach over and try to dial one of the numbers. Now what I want to do is I want to hang the hook switch up, so we're going to go ahead and ring the telephone real quick. Let that go one more time. Give you some dial tone. Reach over and try to dial a number again. Now I want to transmit into the handset. So if you watch that red light on the analyzer, every time you see that red light, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put the telephone back together again and start our final checks. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are finished up with a repair of this telephone. And we're going to run through a little bit about what went on. The wire that caused the problem at the modular port was repaired and replaced. So one little wire caused all the trouble of not having any kind of line in or any kind of dial tone. We went ahead and went through the rotary. We cleaned, oiled, and adjusted the rotary, and it's a lot smoother now and returning the way it should. We also went through the hook switch. I didn't like how the hook switch was returning, and so that was adjusted. I wanted more action on it. So that was taken care of. We went through the network and made sure everything was proper at the network and all the connections were good. So we kind of went through a little bit of everything on this telephone and made sure it was all taken care of. And now we want to do our final check. So I'm going to go ahead and ring the telephone. I'm going to let that go a few times. I'll let it go one more time. Give you some dial tone. And now we want to walk through our numbers. If you watch the analyzer, you'll watch the numbers roll by. I'm going to end in a 2. Now I want to transmit into the handset. So if you watch that red light on the analyzer, every time you see that red light light up, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. So we know that this telephone is ringing in on a ring cycle. It's dialing out, has receive and transmit. We have a button here that we can push. And when I push that button on the switch box, that totally takes the analyzer out of the situation and gives us a line out. And we'll go ahead and call a time and temp number. Now they're having problems with their equipment. You'll hear the recording start, and then you'll hear a hum. That's on their end, has nothing to do with what we're doing here. So we'll go ahead and give you some dial tone.
Good afternoon. Today is Friday, November 15th. The time is 1:02. Current temperature 62 degrees.
Mostly cloudy today, then becoming partly sunny with showers, highs in the 50s. Partly cloudy tonight, then becoming mostly cloudy with lows in the 40s. Windy on Saturday, warmer with mostly cloudy skies, showers likely, highs in the 60s.
Okay. We can call one other number. We can call my number, and it'll be busy. I'll go ahead and give you some dial tone. Now that we know that this telephone has been repaired, we can return it to Bill, and he can start enjoying this telephone again. You know, even though these are reproduction models, they still are a good telephone. They've been around for quite a long time, and they were made very well, and that's why people like them and they want to have them repaired, because there's some quality behind them. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.